Hey, this is Garth. Today we're going to do an overview of Twitter and talk then a little bit about third-party places or third-party software, specifically TweetDeck. This is an overview for the grad class students about the power of Twitter. So this presentation is going to assume that you've created your account and you're ready to start tweeting. I'm going to go over an overview of the whole site, how Twitter itself works. We're going to talk about composing tweets, following people, finding and using hashtags. We're going to also go through some direct messaging, using links, adding images, and putting in hashtags. We'll also take a look at some of the Twitter commands like retweeting, favoriting stuff, and buffering, and that kind of stuff. Then we'll probably in a second tutorial, because they'll probably be about 10 minutes each. In the second one, we'll explore TweetDeck, and we'll talk about other options you could use. Like I use Hootsuite on my cell phone, but I use TweetDeck on my computer. So we're going to get started. We're going to take a look at Twitter. So when we go to Twitter, this is our Twitter account. So this is most updated Twitter. This is my account. First thing I'll show you is how to mess around with your stuff. So you can click your picture or your name, and then you can edit your profile. Editing your profile lets you update this picture, put in any picture you want. And you should think long and hard about what you put here. This is fairly important. People will decide whether to follow you or not based off what you write. So be sure to include what your interests are, what you're trying to do, etc. Again, you can go through the process of editing your photo. You can upload a photo, take a photo, remove. Okay, so you've got options to do. I'm not going to go through all that, but you can figure that out. Second thing, if you go back to your home page, is you get the feeds, the people you are following. So I'm following 405 people, so there are a lot of updates coming every few seconds. You'll get updates. So the next thing on here is connect. Connect is when someone sends you a direct email or retweets your work. So just a minute ago, Info Ohio retweeted. 9 minutes ago, they retweeted actually a grad student's tweet that I retweeted, then got retweeted by Info Ohio. If you click the name, it pulls up who that is. So it's Info Ohio. They have 12,000 or 1,200 followers, and you can follow them by clicking follow. You can also look at some other things. You can tweet directly to them, send a direct message. You can block them. Okay, I wouldn't block them, but you could. So you can click on anybody's name, see who they are, and decide whether to follow or unfollow them. Tech director over at Kenton City Schools. But you can see the interactions I've had today in the last half hour or whatever. Discover is looking at hashtags, so you can kind of look at hashtags and see what ones. These are what's happening, that they base it on what you followed and what you like. So you can begin to see hashtags and what they are. We'll go through those. Me is direct messages that were sent to me or tweets that I sent. So I've retweeted some things. These are my tweets. Okay. When you're at your home, you also have then the search bar. The search bar lets you search for different topics or people. So you can put in people's names or you can put in hashtags. We'll go to those in a few minutes. So the next of it is your direct message. If you want to send a direct message, which I don't want you to read all my direct messages, but if you want to send direct messages, you click this and you can send a message directly to a person you follow. You must be following them. They must be following you. But no one else on Twitter will read that message, so you can keep private messages going. These are your settings. So if you need to change any of your logins or emails or name, all that stuff is in the settings, and we'll just click it so you can see it. It allows you to change different things. And then the last, of course, is you're composing a tweet. So we'll go back to the home page and we'll do some tweets. So when you compose a tweet, you click and you just type whatever you want to type. So doing a and then we'll put a hashtag. A hashtag just means the number sign, and then you use a hashtag. Now, EdChat is the biggest chat about education. There are hundreds of them. We're just going to use EdChat for now. So we'll just click EdChat. I guess they want me to click it. And then we're going to tweet that. You've now sent a tweet out. So there's the tweet. It's appearing on my home feed. So there's the tweet. You can also then read down through your tweets that you have. Let's pick, there's one down here I saw that I was interested in anyways. I'm trying to find. There was one I saw a few minutes ago I thought was interesting. Can't remember who it was though. Oh, Eric. Eric Williams is superintendent in Virginia. Okay, I've met him a couple times. He's a pretty interesting guy. So he tweeted out, paralyzed by this thing. So I want to retweet it. You can click the word retweet. It will retweet it exactly the way it is. You're just resending it out. Okay. You can buffer and retweet, which lets you change a few things, but it didn't seem to work. I don't know if it's blocked or if what's going on, but it's not working right now. But you can edit and retweet as well. But we'll just retweet it by just simply clicking. I think I clicked I clicked the right one. And that was retweeted by me. So if we go up, you won't see it here. Let's see. You don't see it here, but it is retweeted. If I click my tweets, you will see that Eric's been retweeted. So I resent that out to all the people who follow me. That's important. If you see something really good, you retweet it. That way, more and more people see it. So those are the basics of sending a tweet. Let's take a look at something else. So I went out and I just did a Google search for hashtags for Twitter. This is Alan November's website out of Boston. And he has a smaller list. We looked at a list in class the other night that had just list after list after list. These would be the general topics. So he's got subject area topics, he's got specialty areas. So I decided to pick special ed, so SPED Ed. If you go back to Twitter, you can put that in your search box and you click return. Now it pulls up everything that's been being tweeted under that hashtag. I don't follow any of these people, but I can now see what they're tweeting and what's being tweeted about in the special ed hashtag. If you read this or you followed this for a while and you say, you know what, I really like Edutopia, you can click it, you read a little bit about it. It's got a lot of followers. You can choose to follow it. So this is how you can find people to follow. Okay. And you can try a variety of hashtags. So I can do the UAED tech. And that'll pull up everybody in our class. And so you got Jeremy, who's a professor at the University of Akron, who's not in our class, and Ryan is a tech director. Sean is down in North Carolina or South Carolina. And then we're getting into you guys, our grad class students. Again, if you want to click on anybody's name, you can then begin to follow them. Okay? So that's kind of how the hashtags work in Twitter. So again, you can do any hashtag you would like. Hashtag, let's pick a different one. Let's go, let's pick CCSS, Common Core stuff, and see what comes up. It pulls up that. So now here are all these tweets about the Common Core. So you can begin to search. You don't have to follow hundreds of people to get information. You have to find the hashtags that make sense for what you want to learn about. Issues, tech reform, cyberbullying. And again, I showed you the list in class that had probably 4,000 of these. So this is just a few of the hashtags. Another thing you can do, which I try to encourage people, you can always do hashtags for, I don't know. Hashtag for language arts. And it'll come up. There's a variety of hashtags for education. And you can kind of see here some for language arts right off the bat. Come right up. Languages. You could do for hashtag for teaching Spanish. Okay. And it'll come up with what we got here. So I don't know if it gives you any right off the hand, but there's MLF, which I'm not sure what that would mean, but that's probably some foreign language topic. So these are chats that'll help you find things that you're interested in. And since I've done that, there's 7 new tweets to this hashtag about the Common Core. You're never going to keep up with this, so don't try to keep up with every single tweet that comes through. Here's Jim. I told you he tweets about this time every day. I like that. So that's kind of a sense of how it goes. Oh, Sarah Wilkie, she's somebody you guys should follow. She's out of Michigan. I get a kick out of Sarah. I know her. She's pretty good at what she does. So as you scroll down, you can begin to find some people and see what's going on. But this is kind of an overview of Twitter. If you want to add links, so let's say you're reading this on my website. and this is one of our more popular things, and you want to share that. You just copy the address, go back to Twitter, or actually, let me do this. You can actually do this directly from the bottom. You can tweet it. And it's going to pull up, and since you're logged in, it's your account. And you can say, you can change what's already there. And you can say, who owns learning? Great read for class. Now, assuming not everybody follows you, you have to add a hashtag. So we're going to add that UAED tech. That way it'll go to everybody's blog feed, so you can now tweet that. Okay. When you go back to your our UA blog, let's just see. I know the password, so I'll put it in. Okay, when you go in, if we scroll down here, you're going to see it's not there yet, but it will be. This will appear here in a few minutes. That'll appear here, so somebody can say, oh, that's a good read. Let me click on it, and they can go. It'll also appear on your main Twitter feed as a sent tweet. So if you look at sent tweets, you're going to see that. There it is. The links are automatically shortened usually. So as you look down through here, if you put a long link in, like you can add pictures. And again, I guess I should show you that. Pictures are pretty simple. You can add a photo here, and you can get it off your desktop, or you can take a screenshot. Each one's different. But the pictures usually come as a Twitter picture, and sometimes they'll appear in Twitter, so you can expand it to see the full version of that picture. So that's kind of an overview of how Twitter works. There's more to it, but I think that'll get you the gist of what you need. You join me in a few minutes, and I'll do a quick overview of TweetDeck. Again, if you have any questions, email me, and continue to look for followers or following people that you think are relevant and important to what you want to learn. Okay, have a good day.